conference championship on the line right now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Knights offense is up first today. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Looking to throw it deep. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Knights will have to kick it away. And that's the first punt of the afternoon for this offense. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Looked over the middle, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Cross. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Come to the line for 2nd down and very short now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They go backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Airing this one out toward the sideline. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Short pass finds the tight end. The defense stops. The marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
On 3rd downs like this, you can only allow completions in front of you as long as you can protect the sticks. That's what the defense did here. They knew where the sticks were.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete. A 4th down stop. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a flashy run with the spin move, but produces just a short gain. Critical third down play for this offense right here. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They go backwards on that third down completion. Sets up a fourth down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. He connected with his first attempt. This one is from 37 yards out. The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Running back grabs it on the screen. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
And completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Here's the handoff on first and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Now the important point after attempt.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. A pop pass on the jet sweep. A quick juke. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Now the 40. At the 20. Crosses the 10. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The completion makes it second down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Punga. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And looking to throw now on first down. Extending the play now. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. Offense goes to the pistol formation now.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
The Knights are moving quickly down the field. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Hold it. Open.
Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Catch made down inside the 20. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. The Knights will have 1st and 10 here. Here's the handoff. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
And he'll get there. Touchdown, UCF. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. Last time out, a 1-play touchdown drive through the air. Can you keep it going here? They're going to run it here. They bring him down right at the 20.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back. It's Cross. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
And the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
The back's got it. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Sticking with the running game. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Coverage team brings down the returner. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Can he take it all the way? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They ate up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Looking to throw. It's Cross. Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. We'll get to the line here in the no huddle. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Going for a big play downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they'll set up with the PAT. And a touchdown to the big tight end. We're seeing it more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, Kirk.
Well, the tight end saying, hey, guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget I'm a pretty good player, too. All the attention being put on wide receivers out on the perimeter. It's going to make this defense have to focus on the interior, making sure where that tight end is and trying to slow him down.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the deep shot falls incomplete. But wait, there is a flag on the play. So we'll check that out. Defense will have to regroup now after that 15-yard penalty. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's looking deep here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So, second down after the incompletion. He's running out of time here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
He gets away with one here. He threw that ball into double coverage. So don't get me wrong. There was a lot of pressure. He does a nice job of hanging in there. But, man, he got to be careful where you're throwing this football.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
In the clear at the 25. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
The Sooners are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT puts him up 13 now. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the run here. Lets it go. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Catch made on the left side. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Running out of time in the pocket. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And that one's straight down the middle.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. The coverage team brings him down on the final play of this first half. The Knights will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Looking right, this one caught. And he runs out of bounds there to avoid the contact and take the loss. So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Caught quickly. They're finally able to stop, and the quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure works. And the Sooners will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to kick it away for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? A handoff to the back. And that one produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Knights pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Takes the ball and heads to the left. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. He just goes up and over the pile for that touchdown.
And that's some serious vertical by this running back. A well-earned touchdown on the goal line.
And the extra point goes up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Breaking ankles with the spin move. They'll bring him down with the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness. The offense really clicking here. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Brought down, but the gain moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack. When they bring the excellent outside linebacker off the edge, Kirk, for the sack that time.
Yeah, he's got great length and great speed, and a blitz like this, you just overwhelm the offensive line. They bring one more than they can handle up front. You can't account for everybody. The quarterback, all he can do is eat it.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And tackled after a small pickup there. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them...
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Kicking team out for the PAT try.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments. He's going for a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, UCF. Just ran away from the defense. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Cross. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Knights. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick catch. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And it's UCF in the lead, Kirk. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left. Pass caught.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. The Sooners come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring it down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Got him. He's sacked.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right likely underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
No fair catch, looking to make a return here. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Now I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. It's a one-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Finding space at the 20. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Now they try to run it here on 2nd down, unable to get the first down. And now, late in the game like this, the big question, do you pass the ball potentially with an incompletion? The clock will stop. Or do you play it safe and keep it on the ground?
And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now. The Knights hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Cross. Pressure is coming. Using his legs on the scramble. Ball carrier running through tackles. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC.
That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.